Hi, welcome to Time to Process. I am here with Brooklyn. I was told about Brooklyn from a very, very, very good friend, Laurie Miller. Please help me talk her into coming on here.
Oh, she's the best.
She's
the most talented lady I know.
Oh my gosh,
she can do anything. She made my wedding cake.
Of course,
and did my bridals.
Oh my!
She's so talented. I'm like, I love this lady.
So she's one of those people that you like. I'm like, oh, I'm looking for someone to whatever, And she's like, oh, I do that. I'm like, you do that too? Like, she's literally does
never
everything.
ending.
Yeah,
talents.
Yeah. So she's amazing. Like I said, I keep asking her. I'm like, please come on. She's like, what would I talk about? I'm like, we could literally talk about anything.
You can talk to her about
just
anything.
Crazy talented. Anyway, so she's one of my really good friends, and Brooklyn is her niece through marriage, right? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But either way, she just was like singing your praises, like you have to have her on. And so I was like, okay, I love it. This is amazing. Like I don't think I've ever turned anyone down. Like I just love people. Yes. Yeah. And I'm like, I just want to talk to everybody.
Well, you seem like a conversationalist from what I've looked into. I'm like, oh, she's just fun to talk to.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I feel like I'm a good time.
No, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
Yes.
It's an honor.
So tell us who you are.
Okay, so my name is Brooklyn, obviously, and I am a registered dietitian. I recently got registered last year. I took the exam, so still kind of fresh. I went to school, got my undergrad done at BYU, and then I did my master's through USU's online, but I've been living in Provo. Yeah.
Yes.
So it was super nice. Okay. So you do an internship combined with schooling. So cranked that out in a year. It was an advanced quick program.
Oh my God. How many hours of schooling is that a week?
It was, oh goodness, hours.
It
was 40 hours internship. So you're working a full time. You're not getting paid. You're paying to do it, right? So
yes,
40 hours of interning plus online classes, which is a full time, but they go with the internship that you're doing. So it's not as
it's
crazy,
not 40 hours plus another 20 or whatever on top of that.
They make it work, but it was pretty quick, which I appreciated. And I was able to crank it out in a year and be a dietitian. And that ties into I'm a new mom as well. I have a 6-month-old girl.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know she was that young.
She's so cute. Oh. She just turned 6 months.
Okay.
So is she
the rolling? Is she crawling?
She's literally started army scooting this week, just army crawling, you would say.
Yeah.
And rolling everywhere, and I mean, she's just so cute. So cute. The most bubbly personality.
So fun.
So fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah, I'm new to this mom thing.
Yeah,
but I love it.
It's just crazy because you're I never would have imagined I could love a little squishy human being as much as
it just gets more and more fun.
Yeah.
At 3 months, I was I don't know, that I need to stay here. This is perfect. And then each month that's gone by, I'm like, wait, let's pause here.
Yes.
This is even better. It's so fun.
Totally.
So yeah, little 6-month-old girl. So I got pregnant right at the end of my program and was able to finish everything while I was pregnant, which is really nice.
Yes, that's great.
So had her in March and here we are. So that's me, dietitian, and I'm sure we'll talk a little bit, but I have a little business where I coach women on healing their relationship with food. I also am a high fitness instructor. Fun fact.
I did not know that.
I'm
I totally used to be in
Do you go to high fitness?
I don't anymore.
Okay.
But I used to. I went for years. Yeah.
Oh, then you know.
Yeah. Oh, it's
so fun.
I'll tell you, I could never get the dances down. Not. Even though I'm we have done this one 75 times.
It's hard.
I still can't get it down. Yeah.
And that's the part about it that I think is so fun is you're working so hard. It's hard class. Yeah. But the complexities of the move sometimes it's keeping you distracted from how much you're dying inside. You know what I mean?
How much my knees are hurting.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I finally got to where I was like, okay, I feel like my knees are not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm gonna stop. But for years I did it at least 3 times a week. Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it was so fun.
And
one of my really good friends at the time was what is it even called?
Instructor?
She was trying to get an instructor license or whatever. She was doing the classes or I don't know, however you do it.
Yeah.
And anyway, it was so fun. It was
that's
just
the best.
I loved it.
I love it. That's my fun little outlet for now.
And do you teach locally?
I teach in the North Orem-Bassa.
Oh,
if you know where that one is. So it's I guess.
The 1600 North.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's where my
Wednesday
son and
nights.
his wife go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
so
so
they're
fun.
always there in the mornings.
Yeah.
So
most people are. So that's I teach in the evening. So it's the people
Actually, my nephew works there.
Really?
Brigham.
Does
Do you see
he
him?
work at the front desk?
Yeah, and he has like kind of like a mohawk.
Okay, I have to keep an eye out because I don't know everybody at the front desk, but I go to employee meetings sometimes.
Yeah.
Your son?
No,
works there?
my
Wait,
nephew.
who'd you say?
My
Oh, nephew. Okay.
And
Brigham.
he's literally
keep an
there
eye
like,
out.
I would say like 5 nights a week.
He could totally be someone I walk in and
sure. Yeah.
talk to at the front desk.
He's
all the
so
time.
darling.
Brigham.
So darling. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway, we'll figure that
That's
out.
so fun. Look at all these fun little connections.
Okay, that's
So,
awesome. So you just do it one night a week.
Just one night a week for now, and then as time goes on with the baby, we'll see if I
we'll see how it goes.
can add more.
Yes.
But yeah, and then I'm married, and I've been married to Cameron. He's awesome for like 4.5 years now. So that's Lori's nephew, and he's the best. I'm trying to think of.
She has the greatest family. I've actually known her since junior high.
Really?
Yeah. We've known each other a really long
time. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They're like her and her sisters. We always like the aunts. They're just the best. They can make anything happen.
Yeah.
So we love the Dockendorfs.
They are like no, they are like
they're just the lights.
Who are the lights? What are the fairies' names on Sleeping Beauty?
Oh no, I don't think I could name them.
But they call them something like the.
It's been too long for
anyway.
Me.
That's I feel like that's like
they're
Laurie.
just
how they come in and they just like get stuff done and yeah.
That's how my wedding went. Was them.
Yes.
So that's a little bit about me. I mean, we'll talk more about me, I'm sure, as the
it goes on. We are
going to talk so much
intro.
About you,
that's a perfect intro. That's a perfect intro. Okay, so I'm just going to do my 5 favorite things.
Perfect.
There are a couple things on my list, though, tonight that you're probably not going to approve of.
Oh, whatever.
As I was going through, like, I'm like, hey, what am I going to put on my list? Because I'll have you know, I have not repeated anything yet. And it has been...
Wow.
I mean, I did 33 episodes in my first season.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I'm already up to, like, 10 this year.
And 5 favorites every time.
Every week.
A lot.
I know.
That's amazing.
So that's why tonight I was like, I gotta like kind of not get creative, but like get creative. Because I was like,
oh, I'm excited.
I still don't want to, like redo them yet. Yeah. I'm like, I know I probably will eventually, but okay. So this one actually though, the other day I was driving, I got a new car, and for the last couple months, it was so weird because when I got it, there was not floor mats in it. Like it was just like the carpet, and they had like the sticky plastic stuff, you know? So I like called them back and I'm like, hey, I didn't get any mats. And they're like, oh, it doesn't come with them. I'm like, what?
Weird.
That's so weird.
Yeah, that is so
like,
weird.
Why would, what? Anyway, so, and I was going to get new mats anyway, because this is why it's my favorite thing, is WeatherTech mats. Have you ever had WeatherTech mats in any cars that you've ever had? Okay. So they're like a rubber mat. And they are just crazy durable. They are actually not custom, but like you choose your car, your year, like, you know, whether you have a third row or you have bucket seats or whatever.
Yeah.
So it is done specifically to whatever your car is.
Oh, that's cool.
So it fits. I mean, we're talking like the edges are bowed, like, you know, so that it's
I mean,
like
usually you wouldn't need to think about this because they usually come with the car, so it's like
well, and usually even the ones that come with the car are just like the carpet ones, and it's just literally like a kind of like a flat square. Right?
Oh, you're so right.
It's not square, but these ones literally will like go up kind of up on the sides, and
nice.
Not that they clip in, but like I feel like they really mold to it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and the reason why I love these, and I've had them now multiple times over the years, is because of the weather in Utah. Like, how many times are we like? Probably not very much rain, but snow.
The snow.
Right? And sleet. And it's just like yucky, dirty, muddy, like so gross.
Yeah.
And I think you'll probably see this over the next few years is having kids. Yeah. And when they're getting in and out from like a park or
I can imagine.
Even from like a sandbox, like anything like that, it just really saves your car. Anyway, and so you just, a lot of times I'll just like pull it out, and it does like hook into like your little, a lot of times you have like a hook on the floor, right?
Yeah.
That it like clips into.
Yeah.
So it does that same thing. But you can just literally take it out and shake it off, or take it out and like quickly spray it off.
Oh, nice.
And then it's just like you put it back
so
in.
it's just easy to clean and pop in and out.
So
That's
easy.
So nice.
So anyway, so I was like, okay, I'm already going to get them.
I like that.
And so I'm like driving in the car the other day thinking about, okay, what am I going to do for this week? And I had just been thinking like, oh, I'm so glad I finally have these mats in, because it took weeks to get in, first of all, so I had to order them. And then they said the wrong color.
Oh, no.
Anyways, I'm like, now I have to wait again.
Yeah.
And more of my concern, like I said, is I'm like, it's going to get colder here soon. I just don't want to have any bad weather in this, with the carpet and stuff. And it's just nice because, like I said, it protects the carpet, and then you're not having to like shampoo your carpets or anything like that. That's literally the greatest thing.
That's so
thing.
nice.
I feel like now that you like know what they are, though, I bet you'll notice it like another.
I probably will.
Like, I feel like it's a very, very big brand that most.
That's good to know because I don't even know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't pay attention if I'm being
totally. And I
don't
don't think I did. I probably never did either until I had kids. And I was like, wait a second.
Like, this is a need.
Yes. And think about when kids like drop food in the car too.
Yeah.
If it's on the carpet and it sticks or stains or whatever, Anyway,
it's the worst.
So I'm a huge fan of WeatherTech mats.
I love
and
it.
I, even in my last car, I had a big Suburban, and you can actually buy them for your back, like your trunk.
Whoa.
So
that's nice.
Same, like my kids all play softball, football, like all the things.
Or all the stuff.
Oh my gosh. You know
imagine.
what's so gnarly is turf beads. Like, do you know what those are?
Little things in the turf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
no, it is
those
like
get
an
everywhere.
infestation.
My husband plays soccer at BYU, like intramurals, and I have to sit on it to watch because we forget chairs, and I leave with it everywhere.
Yeah, and it's like in your shoes, and So all I would do is I would literally just take everything out, and I would pull the whole mat out and just shake it and put it right back in.
So smart.
It's the greatest thing.
That's so cool.
I'm like really passionate
I will know
about WeatherTech mats.
I will know how to revamp my car when my kids get older.
Well, and it's one of those things too. You're like, this is actually like so annoying to have to buy, but like once you do, you're like, okay, I'm so glad I did.
Oh, one of those. I totally get it. Yeah.
Yes.
This is worth it.
Okay, this is a more fun one. I don't know if you've seen my stories at all because I really have been posting about them so much, but I went a couple weeks ago to, I got invited to that event with Jordan Page, her like soiree or whatever. Mm-hmm. And one of the sponsors there was a new garment friendly tank top for like the new garments or whatever. And it's called Everly Co. Obviously we don't have the new garments yet. But I have been wearing them to the gym and they are fantastic. Like they feel so smooth.
It's a tank top?
A little ribbing. Yes. But it like goes up higher underneath your armpit. So it doesn't feel like you have like,
because the garment shows right there too.
Or that. Yeah. So I did try them on with my current garments and it didn't work. Mm-hmm. So you definitely have to have the new ones. But like I said, I'm wearing them to the gym in the meantime and I love them. Like
so cool.
They look so good. They are just like super chic. But I could totally see wearing them just like with jeans and a cute belt, you know? So yeah.
One day it's coming soon.
Yes, they're coming soon. Hopefully. But yeah, I definitely I've worn them, I mean, at least once a week for the last 4 weeks or so since I got it. So yeah, big fan. Okay, here's one of my first that you might not agree with.
I'm ready.
But okay, I just got all my Halloween out today.
I think that's awesome.
I am obsessed with Halloween. I have, like 6 full totes, like full-size totes, okay?
Wow.
So, and then, like...
I noticed when I walked in. I was like, whoa, this is awesome.
I'll have to show you around, like,
so fun.
In the family room, because it is full. But yeah, I am just so excited for this time of year, because I love candy corns.
I also am a big fan.
You are? Yay!
Is that what you were worried I wouldn't agree with?
Well, that too. Or you'd be like, that's not healthy.
No, I'm a big fan of candy corn.
I know. Okay, so...
Because it's true. A lot of people, you either love them or you hate them.
Oh,
I'm a big fan.
I get made fun of all the time. In fact, even my niece tonight was here, and I was telling her what was on my favorite things list, and she was like, I could never eat another candy corn for the rest of my life and be okay with it. I'm like, what?
No, they're so good.
I'm so excited about them. Good. Love.
I love that.
Have you ever tried them with popcorn?
Yes, I have.
Somebody else told me that one too. I have not tried that, but it sounds good. No.
I feel like it was like served at like a Halloween party or something. So it's not like a regular that I do, but it's a good combo.
But I feel like it's a great idea. Yeah, I want to do it. Okay, now that you said that you've tried it, I want to try it.
It's good.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, so candy corns are a big one.
I love it.
Okay. So a couple years ago, because we're on the tail end of summer, but I'm going to Florida in a few days. And so I'm still a little bit summer on the brain.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Okay, so have you seen, the real bags are the bog bags. Have you seen those?
No.
So they're like a kind of like a hard plastic.
Yes.
They kind of go up like this and just have handles.
And have like the handle. Do they have like holes in them?
Yes.
Yes. They're like kind of like a beach bag.
Uh-huh.
I think I know.
Yes. Okay. And they have like white button things almost like on the, like
I
it
think
says a bee or something on it.
Okay.
That's really like the only way I can like delineate from the real ones from the
from
fake
different
ones.
brands.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, I know the type of bag, I guess.
Yes, because I know you can get them on Amazon.
Uh-huh.
But a friend of mine had given me one for my birthday like 2 years ago. And I am still using the same bag. It still looks like it's brand new, and it's fantastic. You can put everything in it.
So
and
nice.
Because it is like kind of that, again, not hard. It's like a hard, soft. Okay, it's kind of like a croc material.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So it's like squishy, but also hard at the same time.
So nice with kids at a beach.
Yes.
Like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I mean, the kids are not coming this time,
Oh,
but either way, yes,
I guess
I've been
school's
using
going
it
on,
for 2 years. Yeah. I'm like, and we just needed a break. But yes, but we have taken it to like the beach, like sand, like it gets everything out of it fast. It dries, so like if anything's wet. Also, if you have a wet towel in there, it's like circulating air because of all the holes on the side.
Awesome.
And so it doesn't like get stinky with like if it's in the car or something like that. So anyway,
cool.
So I wish I could take it with me to Florida, but you know, it doesn't travel well. So it's one that you would have to drive.
But I see what you're saying. Summer's on the brain, so that's why.
Yes. So I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't done that one yet. Yeah.
That's a cool.
So it is awesome. I think the actual real Bog brand is pretty expensive. I want to say it's like $150 for the thing or something like that. Maybe I'm like off my rocker.
Yeah.
But the Amazon ones I think are like 30 or 40.
Okay.
But like totally worth the money.
That's so cool.
And I haven't done this yet, but a bunch of my friends have them too. Mm-hmm. And you can actually buy accessories that push into those holes.
Oh my gosh.
Like croc pins. Yes. And you can do
fun.
like a drink holder or a phone holder or like multiple options.
That's super nice. Yeah, because if there's nothing, it's just like an open bag, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense that you want.
Yes,
maybe
and then
like
you can like stick it on the outside of it or on the inside of it.
Oh, cool. That's
anyway,
cool,
it's really awesome. Like really
look
awesome.
into that.
Yeah.
Well, you're selling me on a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. Your husband's gonna be like,
didn't know it was gonna be sold
you
today.
You can't talk to her anymore.
It's like, okay, enough.
Exactly,
No,
I know.
great.
That's what everyone says. I'm like, this is terrible. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. Okay, my last one is also one that's not healthy. But because I usually just love energy water. Like I like the Great Value or something to put in them, like when I go to the
like
gym.
a caffeinated, like okay,
yeah, that gives you like some energy and stuff.
So I'm a big caffeine.
Oof. Yes.
Not saying it's good, but I love caffeine.
But we have to have it. We are mothers.
I do. I know. Literally, like when you don't get any sleep at night.
Yes. You have to.
Yeah.
And so I typically do that. Like I said, every morning when I go to the gym, I just put one in a water bottle, and that's what I use at the gym.
And it's cheaper than a lot of.
Oh yes.
Especially Great Value. Yeah.
Yeah. But so I've had a little bit of a downfall because I do go to the gym in the morning, typically from like 5 to 6 or like 6 to 7.
So early.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So early. But typically it seems like I'm able to get like a 20 or 30 minute nap in the afternoon.
Nice.
Well, that's not been happening.
Oh no.
Literally at all. Because we've just been so busy.
Yeah.
So I've reverted back to a Red Bull in the afternoon.
I love.
Okay, but they just taste so good.
I love Red Bull.
Oh,
wait, can we talk about the sugar-free Red Bulls specifically?
Yes.
Like me and my husband, whenever we are traveling in Europe, which I'm saying that like we travel in Europe all the time. I love that this is one of your favorite things because my husband's going to hear this and he's going to be like, oh my gosh. Because whenever we're in Europe, which I served my mission in Albania, so we've gone back to visit Albania, and we've also been on a cruise over there, and like, when it comes to caffeine options, it feels like it's sugar-free Red Bull or coffee, which we don't drink coffee. So it's like we find Red Bull, and then now whenever we drink it here in the States, we just think of Europe. We think of our vacations.
I love that.
So whenever it's not like I have it all the time here, but when I do, it's like nostalgic.
Like nostalgic. Yep. Totally.
Anyways, so I 100%. I know that how yummy they are, and at the same time how it's like, there's better things for me, but I say there's balance in all things. If it makes you happy, if it gets you through your day, like I think that's what's most important. 100%. Makes you a better mom,
yes,
right?
Yes.
More present.
Well, that's where I'm like, listen, I need to have one in the afternoon to fulfill the rest of my duties for the night.
Yes.
Or else it's not happening.
Yes. Right? We got dinner. I took over your favorite thing. Sorry.
Let
me talk about why it's
what
my
are you
favorite
talking about? No, I want that. Please. No, I love that.
Good.
Please. No, so that's where, so my husband loves Red Bull. So I love that your husband does too.
Yeah.
So he buys it, like, we get it like from Amazon, like the subscribe, right?
Oh,
so
I
it comes
love it.
like every month or whatever.
Yeah.
And we have a beverage fridge outside. And so I'm just like, I don't want to, but I guess I'll just grab it on my way out. Like, and I've literally had one like every day for multiple weeks. And as I was drinking mine this afternoon, I was like, this is why it's one of my favorite things.
It's like, you're proud of it. You're also not proud. It's fine.
But I'm like, but it does taste so good.
So good.
So good.
And it makes you feel good.
And it makes you feel good. Yes.
I can't help it. Caffeine's my one thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, if I get one thing that I can look forward to every day, it makes me feel,
So what is your
so
drug
usually,
choice?
okay, have you heard of yerba mate? It's like,
no.
Okay, you haven't. So they haven't, like, it's starting to come out in cans, but it's actually like a form of tea, technically, that's from Argentina.
Okay.
And it's caffeinated, and I actually really enjoy just drinking it like the normal, like, it's literally herbs with water.
Sure.
But they also have a lot of canned versions now.
Hot though?
Yeah, hot.
Okay,
so I don't usually drink it in the summer.
Okay,
it's more of like a winter.
Yep, totally.
In the summer, I love Alani's.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm like, those lately are so good. Like, I got a ton of them for my birthday.
You are my people.
Oh, I love them.
Okay, what's your favorite flavor?
Oh, I have to go peach. Just
the
basic
I love
peach.
the peach. But so many people are like, that's so weird.
Really?
I feel like that is a very normal flavor.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I would drink any flavor, I think.
Yes.
And like, they're all good. But
Me
the
too.
peach. Wait, what about you? Do you have a favorite?
Well, I just love the cotton candy, which you can't find anywhere.
Oh, I was like, I've never even tried cotton candy.
Is really good. I love cotton candy anything anyway, like cotton candy ice cream. I actually love actual cotton candy. But yeah, so that one is really good, but same, like, I'll drink any flavor. Like, whatever's there, I'm fine with it. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the only one I don't love is the Witch's Brew.
Really? Which I haven't tried it.
To me, it tastes like, so I don't really love apple or anything apple. And it tastes like those caramel apple suckers.
Interesting.
Have you seen,
I know exactly what you're
old
talking
school
about.
ones? It tastes just like it.
Well, this is funny because I've heard multiple people saying that they love that flavor. They're trying to find it.
Yeah, and they're buying it like by the cases.
Yeah, so you don't like it.
No,
I haven't even had the opportunity to try
well, if you do,
so now I need to know. No, I'm really curious
Yeah.
now. The Witch's Brew. Okay.
I know. So I've
I'll
seen it
let
like
you
it.
know.
I think someone said it was at Smith's.
Okay.
But yeah,
now I
don't
want
know.
to. I wasn't trying too hard to find it, but now I want to know. Because I love those caramel apple suckers.
See, and I love caramel apples, but like for some reason I don't like the caramel apple suckers.
Interesting.
I know.
Well, yeah, the apple flavor is probably so like sweet. I don't know.
And I feel like it's
tart,
not fake, but like kind of fake.
Yeah.
But I also, like I said, I just don't like apple juice. I don't like apple anything.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I know.
Then.
But except I love caramel apples.
There you go.
But probably because it has so much caramel and chocolate and everything else on it. So
caramel
it's
apples are so good.
So good. I know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yes. We're in good company here. Good company.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was it, though. Those are my five. Those are pretty good, right?
They are good.
I know.
I love it.
I like them.
The Red Bull and the candy corn. Yeah, I love that you thought I disagree, and I'm over here like,
I know. I am actually so glad because,
yeah,
like I said, definitely cotton candy. Because you know what I also love is the conversation hearts. For Valentine's.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm like, they're good. They're fine. Like, if I had to eat them, I would, but I wouldn't choose them. Sorry.
No,
I can't side with you on that one. But
I had made a reel about something to do with like that. Like, it was what's something that you love that like most people wouldn't agree with? Something like that. And I did that. And the amount of hate I got was crazy. Like, people were just like, that's disgusting. It tastes like chalk, or like you're eating Tums, or like, I'm like, oh, I love them.
You're poor.
You guys just keep thinking that because guess what? I'm going to buy them all at the store.
Yeah, you take them all for yourself.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. So
that's like us with our candy corn.
Yes. Yep. No, I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, so let's jump into it.
Yeah.
I want to know, I think, a little bit about your story, just even in the fact that, like, one, how did you get to become a dietitian? Like, where did that stem from? You talk a little bit about having an eating disorder on your Instagram.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, what came first?
Yeah.
You know, like, had you always wanted to be a dietitian and then that came, or was it the eating disorder?
I truly think, like, I like to say the trials through your life shape you.
Yes.
And that's where I look back at one of the biggest trials of my life, and it led me to where I am and what I do. So so I just dive right into it. It's really fascinating because I look back in like high school me, teenage me, and I was very confident. I never struggled with my body image in high school, which is crazy because I was a dancer too. Oh, like a ballerina on dance team.
Oh my gosh.
I had all of the,
for sure.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if I had good friends or whatever, which I was very blessed in that sense. So I didn't really struggle with food or my body at all until I was serving a mission in Albania, like I mentioned earlier. So very interesting. I always mention that because I feel like in today's world it's almost unheard of to not struggle with your body a little bit as a teenage girl.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like my story's unique in that way, and I don't know why that was the case, but
I love that because I think it shows that you can, like, you can have body image issues and not have them at different points.
Yes.
And that, like, it's not like you always had them from the time you were 8 years old. It was like you didn't have them and then you did. But I also think it's situational around like where you said, like, you didn't have it until you went on a mission, and then anyway.
No, totally.
It's such a good point. I just feel like same. Like, I don't think I really had body image issues. Like, I feel like I kind of did. I always joke about, like, oh man, to go back and have, like, to realize, like, what my 20-year-old body was. You know? Yeah. But mine wasn't until motherhood. You know, and after having babies.
Oh, it changes you. Yeah. I'm learning. Just learned.
Yes.
No, it is.
I think, again, not situational, like, it will come and go, but it's like that is a very normal thing that, like, you don't have it, and then all of a sudden something changes, and then you can.
Yes. There are so many different phases of life, and I feel like with that comes, obviously, different mental health struggles, maybe, or you learn more, or you overcome more, but then, like, going on a mission is such a vulnerable, huge experience for anybody. Yeah. And I had just graduated high school. So I was one of the few girls who had just turned 19 after graduating. So I got to serve right out of high school. So it was also my first time being away from home. Like, I didn't go to college before.
Okay.
So,
because you had an early birthday?
Yeah. So my birthday's in August. Or I guess I was old for my grade.
Yes.
So yeah, I graduated in April. Turned 19 in August, left in September.
Yep.
So most sisters go away from home for a little bit. Yeah, it was pretty fast. Which I liked that I was able to just go and kind of get it done before starting school.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's also another factor is my first time being away from home, the oldest kid, first to experience leaving. And on top of that, I've always kind of known this about myself, but a perfectionist and could be very anxious. And so when it came down to being on a mission, right? And like so much is out of your control when you're a missionary. Your schedule, who you're talking to, how people respond to you. Learning Albanian was so hard.
Oh my gosh.
And so
I can't even imagine.
It was hard, but God helps, right? So it just kind of felt like while everything was kind of out of control, the one thing I could control was my body. Yeah. And I went through the inevitable, like, weight gain at the beginning of my mission. And once I recognized that, it really triggered this, like, fight to want to be perfect or be better and succeed in every area of my mission. But then, like, what could I do better than control everything I put in my mouth and every ounce of exercise? And so it was like, I was in this beautiful country, beautiful culture, beautiful people, and yet I wasn't focused on them as much so as I was focused on my body and on the food I was eating. Like, it's so sad to look back because I do feel like I did a good job at, like, kind of doing both, but really, like, the majority of my thoughts were on food and, like,
really,
what am I going to eat today and how am I going to avoid the food that the Albanians want to give me? Oh, that's the saddest part. I was like, try to come up with excuses like I'm not gonna eat this because I have a tummy ache, sorry. It was just like it just spiraled.
Well, and it probably consumed you.
It was all I could think about because you don't have a phone, you don't have social media. At that time, they didn't have phones.
Sure.
I was like one of the last group without a phone. You're there with someone else, and some of my companions, like, well, I guess only 2, but some of them wouldn't speak English, and it was,
my gosh.
Yeah. And so it's just like,
so you can even communicate.
My trainer, bless her heart, she's from California, but she chose to not speak English ever. It was permanent SYL. Yeah. That's how I felt too. I was like, this is
okay, wait, what's
insane.
SYL?
Oh, sorry. Speak your language.
Oh.
That's really...
I was like, is that a language I've not heard about?
No, okay, I should know to, like, elaborate on that. But permanent, like, speaking her language to practice Albanian. And so, for me, brand new to Albania, didn't know the language. And that was actually when I was in the mode of, like, I kind of ate my feelings. I didn't know what was happening.
Sure.
It was after that when I kind of dove into the, oh, wow, like, I've put on a lot of weight. How can I lose it?
Did you, so, like how many months? Do you feel like it was, like, it happened, like, within the first 6 weeks?
Great question.
Like, 2 months?
So probably like 3 or 4 months within my mission is when it started.
Okay.
Because I was in the MTC for 9 weeks, and then I was being trained for like 12 weeks, 3 months. So it's like 3 or 4 months in, and there was a transfer after that when I sort of noticed the weight gain.
I was going to say, and was it like you just felt like your clothes were getting more snug? Like...
Yeah, that. And then there was a scale in an apartment, which I wish there wasn't, because that's what started a number fixation for me.
Yes.
Of like, oh, I weigh this like way more than when I left home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's bad.
Yeah.
Because that's what society had always taught me.
Do you
bigger is bad.
Do you think that the number meant more because of, like, being a ballerina and doing all those things in high school, where you were like, even though it wasn't an issue in high school, your brain was reverting back to, oh, but I was supposed to be this always? Honestly,
that 100% could have a huge part to play. And that plus, like, just social media and media in general, it's so loud. Like, thinner is better.
Yeah.
And I had never experienced gaining weight before.
Yeah.
And so having that happen for the first time, it's like I didn't know how to respond other than drastically.
Totally.
And it started out slow. I mean, it started out as like starting to actually use the exercise time we were given, and then trying to eat more fruits and vegetables. But then it's crazy how fast it happened to turn into like avoiding a lot of different kinds of foods, and then skipping meals, and just keeping track of everything and planning it so much. So by the time that I did go home, like, even though I did end up losing the weight that I had gained, it never felt like enough while I was on the mission. I got to that weight, and then I got below it. And I knew. I was looking at a scale every day. Yes. Like, I weighed myself every day. There was always a scale in these apartments, which I wish there wasn't. But
that's so random.
I know. Like, they were just in the missionary apartments. I don't know. I think there's a culture of wanting to lose weight if you're on a mission. As far as, like,
they always joke about, like, I mean, I remember boys coming home like, oh, they gained like 30 pounds on their mission. You know, they were eating good, blah, blah, blah.
Yes. So but especially like, in my mission, a lot. So I think the sisters before me, someone had bought a scale. Just so I had the habit of stepping on a scale. I had lost more than like where I was before even going on a mission, and it still was not enough. It was like this voice in my brain that was telling me, keep going. It turns into like an addiction is what I can compare it to.
Yeah.
Where it's never enough. And so then coming home, you know, obviously I talk to people now, they didn't tell me at the time, but they had noticed like just how much thinner I was. And they were like, it must have been the food over there. Like maybe she wasn't fed enough, or she walked a lot. It wasn't until, I went straight to college 2 weeks later. I was home for 2 weeks. Oh my mom was so sad because I'm from Washington. Okay. So then I was home for 2 weeks and then moved to Utah. And then it just got worse. Like I had more, continue to have that freedom of living away from home.
Sure.
Well, and even more so,
especially because you probably felt like too, like, oh, this is easy to keep my secret.
Yes.
Right? Because like nobody's watching.
No one's watching. Yeah. And actually, you say that. And like at this time though, I don't even think I realized I was doing something bad. Wrong.
Sure.
Like I thought I was just being healthy.
Yeah.
And so I continued to like spend hours in the gym running, which I hate running so much. That's why I do high fitness. That's the only cardio I like is high fitness.
I know, like I run as a bear is chasing me.
Yes.
I do love the treadmill, but
Mhm.
I do the 12-3-30.
I love it.
Love,
Incline
love,
walking.
love that.
I will do that all day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love a good incline.
Yep.
But running, no, count me out.
Me either. No gracias.
But the fact that I was making myself run is one thing.
Yeah.
And then I was, just very, even going grocery shopping stressed me out because I had to read every label. I had to like be very perfect about the way I was eating. So, anyways, actions
really
of an eating
fast,
disorder.
actually, I have another question.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you feel like though every single day you were like taking stock, right? Of like, okay, what I ate, this. At the end of the night, was it like an OCD thing as well? Where you were like, you had to kind of go through your entire day, and if you didn't meet your own requirements, that it was like shaming?
Yeah, actually, for sure. Like by not eating enough or by eating too much. Well, not eating enough. That never happened. By eating too much.
Yeah.
Then I would feel ashamed or I'd feel, and that's the other tricky thing, which I guess I'd jump ahead by saying this, but once I started to recover, I went through a lot of binging episodes of like,
sure.
And that would just cause me to spiral and have so much guilt. But this eating disorder, like that voice, it felt safe.
Yeah.
It felt comforting to know that like, oh, if I listen to this voice, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
I'm successful at something. And so like I was really type A, working hard in school, busy, like, oh, but at least even if I'm not doing as good in all these other things, at least I'm doing good at this one thing.
Sure.
It was like, it's so distorted, and it wasn't until I went on vacation with my family. We went to the Virgin Islands. It was like, and I'm so grateful. It only happened like 3 months after I got home. So I really like the length of everything. It was a pretty quick time frame, like maybe a year and a half total that I struggled without getting help.
Yeah.
And I say this, like, this is the climax of the story where I go on this vacation and I'm with my mom and my whole family, but my mom is really noticing in particular, and she'll still talk about it now, like just how different I seemed and how I wanted to know every day. I was like, okay, what are we eating for lunch? What are we eating for dinner? Are we eating out today? Are we planning on getting ice cream today? Like if we were getting ice cream later, I had to know so that I could change everything up before we got there. Yeah. Like I had to be very in control of my food intake, and she was like, whoa, like chill. I remember my mom and I getting into arguments because she's like, calm down, like it's fine, who cares, just go with the flow. Like we're on vacation. I would like fight to have my workout time. It was just so stressful. And even looking back on that trip, I can like remember the days, like I remember what we ate on different days. Like I don't remember as much what we did, but I remember the food, which is just
because you were so focused.
All I thought about. Yeah, it's so sad.
And it is so sad. And that like, oh, it just makes me like exhausted and sad for you because it's one of those things, and I'll revert this back here in just a second, but when like with the eating, would you still allow yourself ice cream? It just had to, I can eat it if I don't eat this earlier.
It really was like, I didn't want it, but I would if it was like a social thing where I felt like I had to.
Okay. Because that's what I was wondering. Because I'm like, I've had friends with eating disorders in the past, and it was always like, they're really good at walking away or going to the bathroom, like doing different things while everyone else is eating dessert. And then you're like, wait, did she even eat? Like what?
You find ways out of it. Yeah. It's kind of sneaky.
So that's where I wondered, especially being on that family vacation, like if it was like, oh, I actually don't like want any.
Oh, I would I'd find ways out of it all the time.
Okay. Because it was like, or if you had saved your calories or whatever for the end of the day, then you would allow yourself.
Then I would allow it. But it was like at this point where I didn't want it. Like I think my taste buds and my hunger cues were so altered from starving myself that I didn't want it. Later when I was recovering, like that's a whole different story. I would binge ice cream.
Yes.
But like when I was actively restricting so much, my body was so starved that I would walk away from food. I would like, it's something I'm obviously not proud of it, but it's very real because I think people with eating disorders do this and it's common. But I would lie. I would say, I'm not hungry. Yeah. I don't feel like that right now, or you're on my mission all the time. And I hate thinking that I did that to people who are trying to serve you food, right? Yeah. So it's obviously so sad, but something that I think is important to address.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
It's so common.
And I guess that's why I ask so many more questions. So
yeah, it's good.
I've been really open about my story, and I just went on somebody else's podcast, but because my husband's a recovering alcoholic, and going on vacations, he had to be right by a bag with alcohol in it, or you know what I'm saying? Like, there were so many things we couldn't do because his entire day had to revolve around when is he going to get his next drink, and well, I can't do that. I can't be away from my bag for 2 hours, or I can't. You know what I mean? And so I actually know firsthand, seeing, I guess, from the outside, the outside in, just how it can completely consume the people around you too.
Yes.
And I love that you say that the way that you do, because it is something that people need to be aware of, because like I said, I don't think I would maybe be as noticing if I hadn't had very close people near me have an eating disorder. To where I notice it more now, and I'm super aware with my own daughter.
I love that.
Just to make sure. So, okay. So then what happened after that trip?
Yeah. So I definitely could tell that I think I also caught wind on that trip. Like, something's not right with me.
Okay.
Like, this feels off. And it was mostly just because my family could eat normally and in these ways. And I feel like when I was at school, I had roommates, but I didn't pay as much attention.
Sure.
I was just doing my own thing, focused on my own food.
Eating,
But when I was with my family, it's like, like, I remember now, like, how it feels to eat normally, or just like spontaneously eat ice cream, and like, they're not keeping track of everything. So I'm like, why does it stress me out so much?
Yeah.
So I got to a point where I was starting to kind of wake up, which I'm really grateful for, because that doesn't always happen. And I think, like, I seriously thank God in prayer still that it did happen. And I think he was behind a lot of it. But my mom and I had a lot of phone conversations in the weeks following. I called my mom a lot. But these ones turned into, okay, like, I think we have a problem. And she didn't have a lot of experience with eating disorders. Sure. I mean, now she does. Now she has a daughter who, like, we talk about it all the time. But her and I together had kind of decided, like, this isn't right. So I am really grateful that I was able to decide on my own, like, I want to go get help.
Yeah. Because that's the first step.
Yes.
The first step is acknowledging it's a problem.
And you have to acknowledge it yourself, because even if people around you are noticing it, like, you can say stuff to that person, but it doesn't always make them want to change.
Well, I was just going to say, it does. That's what I learned through a lot of therapy, is that they will never change unless they want to do it.
Yep. That's
It will never stick. There will always be a relapse. There will always be something unless they want it.
Which is so hard.
It's
when
so
it's someone
hard.
You love.
It's so hard.
Oh, so I need to listen to your podcast. So she
was like open, like, hey, Brooklyn, like, I think you have a problem.
Yes. And
I was ever defensive?
I wasn't. Because I think
good.
This is what I'm grateful for. At the time, I think I had started to go through this change of heart. And actually, other dietitians on Instagram, similar to what I'm doing now, I started to come across content on Instagram that was like recovering from an eating disorder or healing your relationship with food. And it was right around the same time I'd gotten back from this trip. I don't even remember how this stuff started to come up, but probably because I was watching food videos. Yes. I was so hungry that I enjoyed watching food videos. So that's a whole other thing. But I wasn't defensive. My mom and I had open conversations, and I was like, I just don't even know where to start. Like, I remember trying to challenge fear foods, is what they call them, like on my own, like bread or pasta that I hadn't touched in like over a year. And
which is wild to
right
me. Like, I mean, I'm terrible. Like, I have zero discipline. Discipline.
Now I look at that, I'm like, how did I ever? I love bread and pasta. Like, I'm eating it daily. Like, no, it's like people always ask, like, how are people even anorexic? Like, I don't understand. And it's like, you really don't, because it happens so gradually. And being in the mind of someone who's been there, like, I even still to this day, I'm like, that was such a different brain, a different person. Like, I don't know how. So I started to challenge these foods, and it was like, I remember like one specific time I was eating a piece of cake. Like, I had gone home for vacation, and it was my dad's birthday, and we got the chocolate cake from Costco that we loved. And I decided to eat a slice, just be casual about it, try not to overthink it all day. but I was so anxious about this slice of cake that I started to cry while I was eating it. And my dad was right there. My dad was right there. And I think he had known, like, he knew what was going on.
Sure. I'm sure
But
your mom had talked to him.
Yeah. And I talked to my dad. I love him to death. I'm so open with him. But he, like, also was kind of like this dad who's like, oh, whatever, it's just food. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But he saw me crying over this cake. And he's like, that's when I realized, like, this is bigger than what I thought it was. Like, you're crying about cake. What? Who are you? So recovery was a whole other layer of like
I'm just feeling like feeling your angst and feel like, again, because I've seen someone in that angst of like, when am I going to get my next drink, or when am I, you know what I mean? And for you, it was like, I don't want to put this in my mouth, but I know I have to. Like, I don't know. I just fear.
Yeah. It's like, logically, you know, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But like, this voice is screaming at you that like the worst case scenario is going to happen if you eat this food. It's just like this battle where the more you do the opposite thing, like the more you challenge the fear and you do the opposite of that voice, the quieter it gets. But you have to take those steps. And so I worked with a therapist and like had great support. I did group therapy as well, which I loved. And then
I'm a firm believer of group therapy.
Oh, I love it. I thought it was like the best experience ever. And so it just like happened gradually, but I've mentioned a little bit, like when I was in recovery, it was like everything switched to where I would kind of restrict a little bit throughout the day. Cause I was like, okay, I have to be careful still. I didn't want to gain too much weight, whatever. Sure. But then I would binge like crazy at night because I'd say, nope, I have to challenge. And then it would just, floodgates were open. So at that point, like it was just this weird, almost a year of just a weird relationship with food. And that's where I decided I wanted to be a dietitian. I was like, I don't know how to do this right. And I was following other dietitians and I was like, I want to be a social media dietitian like them.
Yeah.
I want to have a voice that's against diet culture. I hate the time it took from me. Even though I'm so grateful it was only like a year and a half or two or whatever.
Yeah, but still. You can't minimize that because that was still a very long time.
Yeah.
You think about how many calories a human should eat on a daily basis. What is it, like 2,000 calories a day or something like that?
Like very average, but yeah.
But like times 365 days plus.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the
amount of calories that you probably starved from yourself. Like,
and I lost my period. Like, I didn't have a functioning body. My body didn't have enough energy to function. So it was just, I look back at that time, I don't even have like good memory of so many days. It's like, I don't, Do
you remember feeling, because again, just like friends and things like that in the past, do you remember like on the mission when you had gotten, say, like to your lowest weight, do you remember looking in the mirror thinking like, it's still not enough? Was it a lot of that? Like, were you constantly looking in the mirror, constantly like checking yourself out? Like, you know what I mean? Like that type of a thing where the body dysmorphia along with it.
Yes.
Because I know it can be the other side where like they won't even look in the mirror at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll step on the scale, but they're like, I will not look at myself naked. I will not look at myself even with clothes on. I totally avoid mirrors. Like I've seen both sides of it.
Same, actually. So I'm working with clients now and have been for a little while. And it's like, I see the different sides of that. And then in myself as well, it's really interesting how it manifests differently for every person.
Sure.
Like for me, it was the number on the scale and pictures. I would analyze past pictures of myself compared to now and feel, and like I knew I was smaller, but it didn't feel like enough at the same time.
Sure.
Or it felt like if I decided I was done or it was good, like that I would just lose control and gain a ton of weight.
Yeah.
Like there were all these irrational fears that were wrapped into.
Yeah, because you think like, well, I've been doing this, and if I go back to normal, then I'm just going to gain everything right back.
And that's exactly
that. 100%. I can see how your brain would tell you that.
Yeah. And at this point, like my relationship with food was totally messed up. Like I think in high school and beforehand, I was a naturally intuitive eater. Like I was able to listen to my body, but through restricting myself a lot of foods, skipping meals, like I had lost touch with anything my body was telling me.
Yeah.
And so it was really hard to learn how to listen to my body again, know where to start. Like, I think that's why I was binging a lot and why so many people might binge or have extreme hunger in recovery. It's like your body is just like, what is going on, you know?
Well, sure. And I think too, once, like you kind of said,
Mhm.
once you open the floodgates,
Yeah.
it's hard to stop.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think that that's like most people, right? We're saying, like, I feel like I usually can do good all day long. And then at night, it's like, I just could use like a little treat, or, you know, and then you're 4 donuts down and no.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you can just lose control so fast.
Yep. And that's like the mindset around food is where I had to learn, and what I help clients with right now who struggle with binging. It's like, if you are viewing food as like, this is good and this is bad, your brain is going to it's going to be wired to like be attracted to those bad foods. And so that's what was happening to me. I know, right? Like we all can relate to like being attracted to that food that we say we shouldn't have. And so that's what was happening to me while I was recovering, was I was trying to learn that like, even if I was taught that this food is bad, it's still okay for me to eat. And it's still like,
well, I think everything in moderation too.
Totally.
Right? Where it's like, no, if you're eating cake every day or whatever, but it's like, you can have a piece of cake at a birthday party and be fine.
Totally. And so like for me, I actually had to challenge, like I had to go all in, and like it's sort of like what I do with clients too. This is kind of interesting. When you have demonized food to that extent to where your relationship with food is so messed up, like it's recommended to allow yourself as much of that food as you want. And so I like say to clients, and I did this myself, like if you want cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, do it. And see what happens. And odds are your body is going to get really tired of it really fast. Like really fast. If you're just saving the cake for like those special moments, like, and some people can do it totally fine and still have a healthy relationship with food. But it's when it gets disordered that to overcome it, it's like, okay, you got to make sure that you are like allowing your body the chance to eat this food as much as it wants, so that it can heal. So when I was recovering, I went through a phase of like, I'm eating a lot of food because that's what was recommended to me to heal. It's what I had to do. It was so terrifying. Yes, I gained weight. Yes, I like cut back on exercise at the same time because I needed to for my body to heal. And it was so scary. But I came out of it with, I was in school studying nutrition, learning what is actually healthy for my body, and newfound love for like nourishing my body rather than depriving it. And on top of that, like now not only having a healthy relationship with food, but learning how to help other women have a healthy relationship with food is just the absolute best.
I love because it's something that like I don't feel like, my mom was always like, drinking Slim Fast or whatever and doing whatever diet and all the things. And but like my parents didn't work out. Like that just wasn't a thing. But like all of us played sports. I was a cheerleader. I had played softball, like multiple things. My brothers were football, basketball, baseball. Like it just felt like all of us were always super, super active.
That's awesome.
But it's interesting though how I don't know, like I said, just having a daughter now, the things that like you have to tell them and talk to them about. And so our thing in our family is you have to fuel your body, because they all play sports. And it's interesting too, a couple different things. But so like when my kids were little, the pediatrician that we went to was the same pediatrician that I grew up going to.
Oh, fun.
And he always said for these kids to like literally if that's all they'll eat is just cookies, let them eat cookies. Like they just need the calories. Right. And I do remember like learning that growing up, and then, he was always telling that with my own kids. Along those same lines, I've always let my kids kind of eat whatever candy, right? Because along those same lines, when it's sitting out on the counter and they can have it anytime they want, they actually don't reach for it that often.
Isn't that interesting?
That's like so cool. Same. We've had friends, cousins, like whatever, on multiple people where they're not allowed any treats or hardly at all. It's very, very limited. And then when they come over, they eat all of our junk food. right?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Because it's been so restricted.
Yeah.
Like, they're parents, which I'm like, yeah, you can parent however you want. I'm not telling you that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, in my experience,
yes,
my kids more often than not will go for the more healthy stuff because they can have candy whenever they want. They actually like don't really care.
And it feels good.
Yeah.
Like when you take away that messaging about the food, whether it's good or bad, and you can actually pay attention to how it feels in your body. Like I'm sure that's what your kids are experiencing. It's I'd rather fill up my body with these vegetables and healthy fats and proteins and then of course the occasional treat always sounds good.
Totally.
It's
totally.
Like who doesn't love
we love doing the family ice cream night. Yeah. We love going to Dairy Queen and getting a Blizzard,
healthy.
All of that. But I can, have a few bags of treats that we had like at the softball game or something, and I'll leave them on the counter and they'll sit there for 3 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they'll grab a few as they go by but it's not like, again, we've had experience, where family members or friends or whatever come over and they literally eat every treat we own because they don't get that at their house.
Yeah.
And so I also think kind of along those same lines where it's like, that is still a type of restriction, even though it's like you can teach them like it's not the healthiest for you, but it's still okay within reason.
Yes.
And again, if you allow them to have that, they're going to be like, oh yeah, actually this doesn't make me feel very good when I eat this.
Which I obviously have a 6-month-old. Like she's just starting solids.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't know the reign of like parenting, but I've watched from a distance. I have my own experience of being raised, and it's like what they recommend, at least I did part of my internship at WIC, which is Women's Infants and Children. Yeah. So I got to talk to a lot of moms with young children and talk to them about what they're feeding their kids and how it's going. And one of the biggest recommendations they say to help children have a healthy relationship with food is exactly what you're saying. It's offering the dessert and the meal at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's not like you say like this food is unhealthy and this is healthy, but it's more so like, can you teach them what the benefits are of those foods that are nutrient dense, you would say.
Yeah,
or like,
sure.
What does the carrot do? Oh, it helps you see like the vitamin A. So it's like rephrasing the way we talk about food, especially with the ears of girls. I mean, obviously like men and boys are affected too, but I think the conversation of girls is so important because of the amount of girls who either just grow up hearing things, or the amount of clients I've had who it's just stems from their mom's own actions of trying to keep themselves small, or they make comments to their daughters about their weight or, oh, you should really cut back on this.
Yes.
Because of XYZ, like your weight. And so it's just very, it's fascinating to see how, like, I love that you can give both the healthy and the unhealthy food at the same time, and your body can recognize and understand without the diet culture. We call it diet culture, right? The messaging,
totally. Makes sense.
Messaging that's like, that's where it's ruining your relationship with food.
Yeah.
When that diet culture gets involved, it's like, it's not anymore, oh, this makes my body feel good and this doesn't feel as good.
Yeah.
It's more so like, what's going to make me look better to everybody else.
Yeah. And
make me more worthy. And that's where, when food is something that becomes like a moral, I don't know, like it's your moral values are coming from what you're eating. Yeah. That's where there's a problem.
Yes.
In my opinion.
100%. Yeah. And that's where, like I definitely had different times, or like I said, I was always super active. I was like a big gym rat, like when I was like in my, like early 20s, and then we got married, and then when I got pregnant with my first, I was so sick. Like I threw up till the day I delivered.
No.
And so I could not work out. I could barely function to go to work.
Being pregnant is so hard.
It's
terrible.
Actually the worst.
That is so terrible.
I had horrible pregnancies. And so, like even with that, it's not, and I had him, I went right back to, like within a week, I was already back down because I hadn't been eating for 9 months hardly. And, and that was fine. And then same, I had twins. And
twins,
also and was double as sick. Like I was throwing up like 14 times a day, having to get IVs, all the things. And same though, had them literally like lost all the weight within a week.
Oh my goodness.
And for me personally, when I had started, so to me it was like, oh, it was like no big deal, right? Well, then it was life stress. And I don't even think I was eating a lot. I think my body was so stressed that it was just holding on to everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so that was where I really started having a hard time. And I hadn't been working out because, I was having babies and running around and all the things. But anyway, basically what I'm getting to is that eventually, because I've done a lot of things over the years, meal plans and this and that and the other. And about 5 years ago was when I was just like, that was when I started like high fitness and stuff, right? Because I was like, I have to do something. Like I just have to move my body.
Yeah.
And so I started doing that, and that was hard. But I was like, made myself go.
That's awesome.
6 a.m., all the things.
Oh, I love it.
But again, then I wasn't enjoying it because I was just making myself
And you're
go.
forcing it.
Yeah. And like I said, I enjoyed high fitness. I enjoyed the dances because I love to dance. Like I said, I was a cheerleader. Like that was so fun.
Oh, that's fun.
But it was the mindset, right? And so then after that is when I found 12-3-30. So then I was doing that. Like it's just, and that at some point, like I don't even know when it was, but I got to the point where I wasn't looking at, I'm doing this for this result. I am doing this because it makes me feel good. And in the morning, when I get up and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm like, I will regret not going, but I will never regret going.
Totally. Totally.
But that doesn't, I did that for years and nothing still worked. I did end up doing semaglutide and was able to lose like 20 pounds, but
nice.
I think I did just need a little help.
Totally.
Right? But it's like now.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. Like it was just like I had, like I said, done all the meal plans.
Yeah.
I'd been working out consistently for 2 or 3 years by that point. Nothing was budging. And so, yeah, I've always been super honest and open about
That's
it.
cool.
I've for sure done it.
That's cool.
But the thing is like I said, but my mindset has been so different where like now when I don't go to the gym, I'm not shaming myself that I didn't go. I just feel gross.
Yeah.
Like I just feel yucky. Like I just need that movement in my day. And I feel like it gives me more energy. Speaking of caffeine, obviously I drink caffeine at the gym, but I am ready to like tackle the day when I'm done, But again, it's my mindset of I'm not doing this for this result. I am doing it just to feel good every day.
Oh, I love it.
And then, and all I was doing was the treadmill for years. And then about, let's see, when was it? Maybe like March or April, just barely this year. So maybe like 6 months ago, I started lifting. But it always felt so daunting and like I don't know what to do. I love
strength training.
Yeah, and my son's a bodybuilder. But every time I talked to him, I was like, this is so overwhelming. Like
it is
this
scary
is
to
too
start.
much. And, but then like once I started doing it, because that was the same, I'm like, I just have to start. Like I just have to start.
That's the scariest part, starting.
Yes. And now I'm like, I can't even imagine like not strength training. Even though I do like, I'm probably like not on a real schedule. Like it's like
it's okay.
I do arms and then the next day I do just the treadmill for an hour and then the next day I do legs and then I do the treadmill for an hour because I do still love that treadmill time because I love to read.
Oh, I love it.
And so I'm reading like while I'm on the treadmill. But it's interesting the mind shift that I didn't realize I needed.
Yes. And that is exactly what happened to me. Like I love hearing that. And that's like the mindset shift that I try to encourage on Instagram, but it's like, only gets so far when you feel like social media is filled with the other end of it, which is like, oh, if you want this body, and then someone showing off their abs, and they're giving you all this advice that it really, health is so individualized. Like you can't just say,
and everyone's body is so different.
So different.
Yeah.
So different. And I'm the exact same way now. Like at the time when I was really struggling with disordered eating and like, it was all about what my body looked like and making it look as skinny as possible. I had to move because if I didn't, I would feel like I was going to gain weight or I was a failure because whatever. I didn't even pay attention to how it felt. Like I just would make myself do it.
Yeah.
And once I made myself stop exercising, like I went through a few months where I didn't. I think the most I would do is like some yoga in my bedroom. It was actually COVID was going on too around the same time.
Yeah. So you couldn't even like
it
go
wasn't that
anywhere
hard.
anyway.
Yeah. It was like I could go for a run,
Sure.
but I would challenge it and like just do some yoga. And then that once I was like cleared and like had gotten my period back and gained some more weight and was like healthier, I started to go to High Fitness, right?
Yep.
That was the beginning.
I
fell in love with group fitness classes. And then I got like some strength training program downloaded and I fell in love with the feeling of being strong.
Yeah.
I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And I realized very quickly that you have to be eating enough food if you want to be strong.
Yeah.
If you want to lift as heavy as possible, you need to fuel your body. And it turned into a completely different, while I was in school, working with a therapist, like it all kind of worked perfectly to help me realize, wow, like that diet culture messaging that was telling me less is better, thin is better, like that is a lie. It made me feel way more insecure, way more self-obsessed too.
Yeah.
And coming out of that, I just felt like me again, had way more energy, a new spark, a new love for movement.
Yeah.
And I am still to this day, like I need to just, even if it's like a 10-minute walk.
Yes.
Like I was going stir crazy the other day and I was like, my husband could tell. I was like, can I just go for a walk? Just a quick walk. I'll take the baby. I came back and he's like, whoa, yeah, you're a different person. I was like, oh no.
Yes.
Like I've been called out, but it's true. It's like,
but it's true.
I'm not forcing it. Yeah.
I joke all the time because my husband's always like, you get up like in the middle of the night. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I wake up at 4, right? Or
that's amazing.
Set my alarm at 4 and then it's like 4:30 and anyway.
But inspire me.
But this is the thing, is I wasn't always that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're in the thick of having babies,
I was gonna say I used to wake up earlier. Now I'm like, if she's sleeping in, I'm sleeping in.
Exactly. And now my thing is my kids have to be up into school early. I have to go early when nobody needs me.
Yeah.
You know, like there have been times where, and this is, kind of why I like had started going so early. I mean, granted, I do work most days, and so I have to, be up and going anyway. But I was sick of getting to the gym and getting calls.
Yeah,
like I need to go when people are asleep, and nobody's going to bother me.
Yep.
And so,
and if you do it first thing, I feel like it's way more time efficient too, because you're not starting out. You don't get distracted with. Yeah, you're not getting calls. No, you're not getting distracted.
Not getting calls, and I'm like, I didn't waste half the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like even this morning, I didn't happen to work today. And I had a million things on my to-do list.
Yeah.
And, I went from 6 to 7, even a little bit later than I typically do. But I got so much done today.
Oh, I love it.
It was like, I was already home by 7:15, 7:20 and literally did, most of the laundry. I cleaned out the chicken coop. Mm-hmm. Like I've done 7,500 things today.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know. I just love that feeling to begin with of like, it's done and over with, and I'm like not even thinking about it.
And it's time for you. It's you time.
And that's what I mean. I'm like, nobody's calling me, nobody's texting me. Well, sometimes people are texting me that early in the morning. My dad's always up.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah, like it's my time.
Yes.
And nobody is bothering me.
Oh,
but
I love it.
That will change through, different seasons of life. So so for sure you sleep in right now.
I just use nap time. So I'm grateful that I have weights at home and I'm using my nap time to get it in. But we'll see where life takes me. Yeah. I mean, anyways.
See, and that's the thing too, is it's interesting is that I don't think I would do it if I had to do it at home.
It is because so much harder.
It's distracting.
It's so much harder.
Like I know I would just be like, crap, I got to do this or got to do this.
Yeah.
I have to set out my clothes the night before. Mm-hmm. I have to get up, go and drive. Even though our rec center is 5 minutes away. Yeah. I have to go.
You see, and this is funny because
totally a different it's like going to work, right? If you worked from home, it'd be hard, sometimes harder to do it. I don't know.
Literally within the last week, I've made it a goal. I posted about my stories today to go to the gym before my husband goes to work so he can be home with the baby. Yeah. But the issue is this has probably been the worst week of her sleeping. We're currently going through sleep training now. Yes, and it's kind of starting to work, which I love. Yes. But every night I've been like, okay, I'm going tomorrow. Then I'm up for hours that night. And I used to be this person who woke up at 4 or 5, in college I would. And now it's but I was successful at it 2 times last week. I made it to the gym before I had the day of being a mom and posting and meeting with clients, right? Which it was awesome. I was like, I have so much time on my hands all of a sudden. This is amazing. And so I'm ready for the sleep training to kick in.
Yes.
Ready to get back into that routine, because you talking, I'm like, oh yes, I crave like totally laying out my clothes. You're out the door first thing.
Yep.
It's the best feeling. And it's having that mindset that it's not to force, I'm not forcing myself, but it's literally like feels so
But you'll
good.
want it.
I want it. Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
For sure. I know. So it's just, okay, so tell me this then. So to go back to recovery.
Yes.
You start meeting with therapists, you're doing group therapy, all of that. Do you feel like you, and obviously you said like some binging and stuff too, but is that considered a relapse? Is like what's considered a relapse in an eating disorder?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Because I feel like that's one that I don't know if I really even know that.
And I feel like it's so individualized. Like I don't know if I can give a super clear answer because it's different for everyone.
Sure.
For me, I don't feel like I ever relapsed back to the point of where I was before.
Okay.
But a lot of people do and can.
Sure.
Right? For me, it felt like I had to go. I think that was part of my recovery. Recovery for everyone is going to be so different. I explained there's going to be ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
When your body has been deprived of food for so long, it's going to have some nasty, weird side effects that you have to go through in order to get back to baseline, right? Like being an intuitive eater and having that healthy relationship with food. So for me, it really was like I had to trust that I could eat cake and brownies and crumble cookies and still survive another day. Like I was so scared of these foods. It was like exposure therapy over and over and over. And as it relates to another addiction, right? Like the more that you resist the urge to indulge, it felt like that, but it's the opposite in a way. Like I had to indulge in this thing because my addiction was like
it's so weird. Like it would totally mess with you.
So weird. It's like I had this high from like avoiding food. So then once I seriously went all in, and I think it's harder. Like I work with clients all the time who a lot of people just dip their toes in just gradually, but then the eating disorder is still holding on and they're just slowly trying. But I am really grateful that I had the support I had when I did, because I feel like I did just kind of go all in at one moment and say, I'm going to eat whenever I'm hungry. And if that ends up being all day long, I will eat all day long. And obviously there were times when I would try and say, nope, this is way too much, no more. But then my body would be hungry and I'd have this battle of like, should I not? I don't know. And that was really hard. I'd break down into tears. I'd feel anxious, panic attack, overwhelmed. But I just remember like in those moments, I'd like record myself like talking through it. I'd talk to my therapist, and it eventually just became so much easier. Like the more binges I had, the less they happened.
Yes.
If that makes sense. Like it got to a point where it was like, okay, I can go throughout my day and I like would still kind of think about food, but it was less and less and less and less the more that I let myself eat.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, and that's probably that same sentiment, right? Of like, because you said like, binging until you didn't. Because then your body, if you were eating all day long, you didn't need to binge at night.
No.
Like your body was like, oh, actually, I can't even eat that much food.
That's exactly,
I'm full.
That's exactly what happens. Like when our bodies have been starved for that long, and I kind of have to hold my clients' hands as they're going through this part. Like I have one client right now who just messaged me today, and she has been not really in touch with her hunger cues. She's like, I just don't feel when I'm hungry. And so the first thing we work on is like eating consistently, even if you don't feel hungry. Yeah. You eat right when you wake up, and like every 3 to 4 hours after that. Today she messaged me. She's like, holy cow, I am starving. She's like, I can't stop eating. Yeah. And so what happens is like your body, your brain recognizes, oh, food is coming. Yeah. Like finally I'm getting nourished. I'm getting the food I need. And like now it's giving the energy to say, give me more. Yeah. Like before it wouldn't even give a hunger cue because it wasn't worth it. Is kind of how I look at it. Yeah. So once those hunger cues kick back on, your body's going to ask for as much as possible, because it's like, I don't know if I'm going to keep getting food or if another famine is coming. Yes. And so the trick is to honor that fear, honor that hunger. And eventually it stabilizes. Your body says, whew, wow, food is actually going to be there this time. Yeah. I can chill. And like, I put on some weight, and it doesn't mean you'll always have the extra weight. Like I didn't weigh myself at this time, but I did put on some weight and weighed more than I ever had during that recovery period. And I don't know how much it was because I didn't weigh myself. I just know from pictures. And over time, again, from pictures, I watch the weight slowly go away without trying. And I think it's because my body, well, I know it's because my body had said,
regulating.
I have enough. Yeah. And I can let go of some of this extra storage that I decided to hold on to. And so it's really fascinating how like our bodies are so smart.
Yes.
And I really believe that if we are tuning into our bodies, now it's going to be different for everyone. Like there are some cases where there are underlying factors that might make this different. But for the majority of people, if we're listening to what our body's telling us, like your body will find a healthy set point weight on its own.
Yeah.
And healthy habits are done because they help you feel good, right?
Yes.
Like we love going to the gym because we feel good, and we love eating our fruits and vegetables because we feel good. And it doesn't have to be something we force because our body loves it. And it'll give those signals if something's too much or not enough. And we build that relationship with our body. I mean, it's one of the most important relationships we can have because we're with our bodies for our entire lives. We work hand in hand. And so how can we build that relationship so that it trusts us as well as us trusting our body that it's going to do what it needs to?
Yeah.
Wow. Just went on a tangent.
No, I love it. I know. I'm just like eating it up. I'm 100% eating it up because I'm like, yes to all of it. But same, I'm not the healthiest for sure. Like I'll grab a handful of Cheez-Its and a Red Bull.
Oh, same.
In the afternoon. But it's also because I do allow myself those things. And actually even I had ice cream this afternoon.
I love it.
I was like running errands and I was like, I just like need a little something.
Yeah. I had a cookie on my way here.
Yeah.
My husband made cookies and I was like, that's the perfect pre-podcast treat.
Yeah, yes it is. I know. That's 100. Oh, I love cookies.
Me too.
Yeah. Crumble. Oof. So good.
Oh.
So good. I know there's a lot of people that hate crumble, but I love it.
I think it's good. I think it's so good.
Much. Yes.
I
just love a chocolate chip cookie.
Me too. And they're fun flavors. I love their fun. Yeah.
I just love them all. I just love treats.
They're good. And like, they're totally, I don't know if you were going to say something else.
No, just basically like the fact that like, again, it's just, I think the whole intuitive eating, it's not even just eating. It's just intuitive to your body.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's intuitive to, I feel like I need to move. I feel like I need to eat. I feel like I want a little treat. I feel like this or that or the other.
Yep.
And it is hard. And I feel like I'm still working on it, even as a 41-year-old woman, right?
Yeah.
But yes, I just love that this is something that you're working with these young girls on, because like you said, it definitely can happen with boys for sure. I feel like my boys though are trying to gain weight.
I know.
And I'm like,
my brothers,
I don't even know how to feed you because I'm like, I don't know, have 7
all
PB&Js.
the protein powder and one of your sons is a bodybuilder, you said.
So the oldest one, oh my gosh, at one point he was eating like, because he was bulking, like 7,500 calories or something crazy.
Sounds like my brother.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But then even my other boys, I mean, my son that's a junior right now, I mean, he plays football. He unfortunately just broke his collarbone, so he's out for the season. But he, like from 9th to 10th grade, he gained like 35 pounds, and then from 10th to 11th. They wanted him to gain like another 30 pounds. Like,
see, then there's the other end of it, which I think is interesting. Like trying to manipulate your body, not manipulate, that sounds dark, but like trying to control your body in a way where it's like, oh, now I need you to gain weight. When I'm like, I'm not gonna, to each their own, right? But why are we trying to control something that it feels like we shouldn't need to control, right? When like, if you're living your life focused on those healthy habits, something that helps you feel good, I truly believe your weight will go where it needs to. But I think boys can struggle with that, like needing to fit in to gain weight.
Or the whole like, I want to be strong. So then they're eating so much protein, eating 3 hours, every 3 hours a day, like doing all, you know what I mean? To look super bulky.
Yep.
But then same, like, I mean, for us, the one that's a junior, it's like, more so I think now, not necessarily like his sophomore year, but his junior year now, it was like he's going up against boys that are so much bigger than him. So he almost needs to gain weight for his own safety. Yeah. If he wants to play football. For sure. Which when you think about it in that regard, you're like, that makes no sense. Yeah. Why are we doing that then? Yeah.
It's
like
crazy.
We should just let them have their body however it is, where he's like naturally pretty big, like he's 6'2" and almost 200 pounds as a 16-year-old, So but it's so fascinating. And then, you know, my daughter she plays softball and even this weekend, you know, she played 4 games on Friday and 8 games on Saturday, back to back to back, literally like 14 hours.
What? For high school?
No, she's 14U, but like she was at a tournament. Yeah.
Good for her. That's a busy day.
And it was a really awesome thing because they basically, it's double elimination, but they had lost 1 game Friday night. So on Saturday, they were in the loser bracket and they had to win their way all the way back up. And they ended up winning the championship. Yes.
So that's why they played so many games.
Yeah, so they won 8 games in a row.
Oh.
It was unreal. Like, it was just like, that's like once in a lifetime. Like,
that's insane, actually.
But
I bet that was fun to watch.
So fun.
And
so
long.
fun. Spend the whole day. But then it's like we're literally just like plying them with whatever we can get from the concession stands. And then one mom went and got pizza, and then one, you know, and then I was like, here's some Oreos, and then you know what I mean? Because calories
feed you.
And you have to keep your energy up. And you have to so again, I think hopefully, and you know, again, I talk to my daughter so much about it. Like, you have to fuel your body, and she's where she hasn't even started her period yet, and she has such a different body type than even mine is. So it's interesting because I don't really even know how to help her. Where I was very womanly, you know, I got boobs really fast, and I had hips very fast, and all of that. I looked very, very womanly at a very young age, and she has none of those things.
Yeah,
you know, but so to me, like right now, she's all muscle. You know, she's like no body fat.
Yeah.
But
little athlete.
I need her to understand it won't always be that way.
Yeah.
But also, like, you have to fuel your body.
Yes.
You cannot play 8 games in a row
without
unless you're doing that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hope all of those girls and any of these young girls that we're talking to right now are seeing that, right? Where it's like, even if you don't play sports, like, you still have to fuel your body to have your brain work as it should at school, and
oh my goodness,
to have, you know, the conversations that we need to have, and like, it's just amazing, like the cognitive functions that don't work when you don't eat.
Oh yeah,
you know,
like your brain
so
runs on glucose, which is carbs, sugar. So it's like if it's trendy, it can feel trendy to like cut down on carbs, but you're literally cutting down on your brain's fuel source when you do that.
Yeah.
Which is one of the biggest things that my clients report back as they start to eat consistently again, is like, whoa, I can focus better.
Yeah. Or like brain fog.
Yes.
Yes.
And so it's so true. Like, I think when it comes to teenage girls who are so susceptible to media and peer pressure and friends and what's being said at school, sometimes, like, I've never mothered a teenage girl. I'm ready to one day. I'm like, I'm preparing now because I see it everywhere on my own social media feed and just in conversations where it's like, do what you can to shape your body. Nothing else matters. Yeah. And so if you can get that message out that, like, the most important thing is fueling that beautiful body, and your body is perfect as it is. And I wish that was the narrative, but, like, truthfully, there is a industry out there that is profiting off of women not loving their bodies. Like, absolutely. $1 billion.
Yes. Yeah. $1 billion industry.
That industry, man. And it is just like everyone is marketing supplements and diet plans and workout things. And it's like promising that in X amount of weeks you'll look like this. And for a teenage girl to hear, well, what if I don't look like that?
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with me? How can I? And, you know, that takes me back to me on my mission. Like, I am not living up to this standard of what society wants me to be. Yeah. And it takes a lot of work, a lot of self-reflection to overcome that. But I mean, who knows the percentage, right? But I almost think every girl at some point is going to struggle with their body image because of the society that we live in. Yeah. Like, it's no one's fault. It's, you are being given this message all day, every day, that essentially your body isn't enough. And how can we help girls everywhere and women understand that you are perfectly enough? Like, right now, nothing has to change. Yeah. But what can you do to start feeling better? Yeah. Like, I love to switch the narrative. There's always something we can do to feel better, whether it be implementing some movement and see how it feels. Like, movement you actually love, and like food that you actually enjoy while still eating the crumble cookie because you're eating it with your friends and it's a memory. And so it is so tricky when, right, those messages are everywhere. So it's like, how can we be louder as like parents or influences, like how can we be louder than that culture that society has built up?
And I love that you put it like that, because I think that can obviously go for a lot of things in parenting right now. You know, how do we be louder than what's out there? But actually, and that's where I'm like, I hope I'm doing a good job.
I'm sure you are.
I hope that what I'm telling her and teaching her now is staying with her. Because there have been conversations that we've had where, you know, she's told me things that her friends have said, and she's like, and so-and-so's not eating lunch, and so-and-so, because again, I've tried to like, hey, this is not normal. Like you need to be eating lunch, and this is important, and all the things. And like the working out. I mean, again, that's where I think one of the biggest reasons why I have my kids play sports. Now they obviously love it and they want to do their own things with it. But originally it was, you have to be doing something. Mm-hmm. Like you have to be active. We're not just sitting around. Yeah. You know, even if it was a kid who didn't really love sports, it's like, that's okay. But you have to like do something.
Do something. Yeah.
Like just try it out. Try volleyball, try soccer, try this, try that.
I love that.
Just do something. Like my kids were, every single season they were in something different.
That's so cool.
Even if it's practice one night a week.
Yeah.
And a game. Like that, at least we're doing something. At least there's something that you're like looking
They have a thing that's like their own.
Yeah.
And even if they don't love it, then they can try something else.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like, but it keeps them active, keeps them doing something.
I mean, the human body is meant to move. Yeah. Right. And we know that.
Yeah.
But it's like, how can we do it in a way that isn't shameful and is fun? And I love that sports is a thing for kids. I mean, that's so important. But like, I love that you're just aware when you say like, I hope I'm doing a good job. I mean, obviously, I don't see everything, but like you're aware. And I feel like that makes the biggest difference in parenthood, is just being aware of how, like, no one's perfect. Yes. No parent is perfect. No. I'm learning that more and more. I'm like, sorry, I'm glad you can't remember my 6-month-old. Like, I'm glad you can't remember everything that goes on right now, because we're figuring this out.
Because they do remember when they're teenagers, and they will call you out on it.
See, I'm sure. Yes. I'm like, I say sorry to a 6-month-old. Sorry. Yeah. But with that being said, like, I know no parent's perfect, but I think like being aware of that, of just like what you say around food, like from the clients I've talked to who have had moms who it is still their purpose to talk about their diet and talk about their body and talk about their daughter's body, and they're like their daughters are grown women now, and they're still addressing it. So I think just flipping the narrative and being aware of what you're saying and when and who's around is like one of the biggest things you can do. Yeah. From what I've seen.
No, 100%. I totally agree with that. And I do have clients, because I do hair, right? And
I saw
that tell me that their moms still say stuff, and they're in their 40s.
Oh, it's so sad.
And that like blows my mind, because like I said, luckily, I mean, I saw my mom doing stuff, but she never ever once said anything about my body or like anything I needed to do.
Yeah.
And I so appreciate that, because I do think with my like kind of the way my brain works, just because like I love fashion and I love clothes and like all that kind of stuff. And if that was something that was told to me at a young age, I think I for sure could have fallen into something very, very easily, because those other things were so important to me, and that would go hand in hand. Right.
Totally.
So,
yes.
Oh man.
Yeah. When you have a developing brain. Anyways, no,
this was amazing. Like
it was. It's fun.
So amazing. I love everything that you stand for, everything you've talked about. Are you taking clients right now? Like new clients? Okay.
Yes.
So if anyone's interested,
I have a few spots open for one-on-one. I'm also, I don't know if you've seen, recently launched specializing in PCOS, which I don't know what that is.
So but only because I have a few friends who have struggled with it.
Yeah. Like 1 in 10 women.
Infertility, right? Yeah. Okay, so what exactly is it? I don't think I even know.
Yeah, we can touch on it real quick, because I don't want to take a ton of time. But it's, I've noticed with a lot of my clients coming to me, a lot of them are struggling with PCOS, which polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it's like a metabolic hormonal condition that's different for everybody. Okay. But for a lot of people, a side effect is weight gain, and which can cause body image struggles, which can cause disordered eating. Yeah. So I noticed this very specific crowd of people coming to me who were struggling with PCOS and their relationship with food. Yep. And this caused like a deep dive into studying why. And I learned that women, like 1 in 10 women have PCOS, or it affects them. And then on top of that, if you have PCOS, you're 5 times more likely to have an eating disorder. And I was like,
Really?
whoa, like there is a need here. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's so confusing to know what to do and like what to eat and what not to eat. So
Yeah.
obviously, I launched a group coaching program where there's modules and it's a lot of education based and group calls. So I'm enrolling for it right now. It's very new, like within like the last 3 weeks.
That's amazing.
So that's where a lot of my content now is
like
PCOS. It is a big need, I've noticed. So I still talk about body image, disordered eating, intuitive eating, all of that. Yeah. Plus with the PCOS spin recently. But I do take one-on-one clients for disordered eating, basics, intuitive eating.
Okay.
Anything. You don't have to have PCOS.
Yes, I guess. Yeah. But still, is that something you also offer, like even if somebody maybe doesn't have disordered eating, like if they just want to learn more about intuitive eating and like, are you helping them like put together like a meal plan, or is it more just the basis of how to have a good relationship with food?
Exactly that. Like how to have a good relationship with food. Because usually when clients are coming to me, they're struggling with either the restrict binge cycle or they're just feeling obsessed with food, or they just don't know how to listen to their body. So we usually work on like the main pillars are re-healing, like your relationship with food, getting your hunger cues back. Yeah. And then we work a lot on body image because a lot of it stems from, that's usually the underlying issue and the trigger. Yeah. And then we work on sustainable habits afterwards. Okay. And so we talk about what are healthy habits you enjoy, like movement, what feels good about it, and how can we shift it from being something shameful to good. And like, so nutrition education is also a big part of that, like learning the power of food and that it is fuel. Yeah. So there's a lot we talk about, and it's very similar with the PCOS program, just with the added element of like what's going on in your body and then everything else.
Yeah, because then it's like more like specific to what they are doing.
Exactly.
With. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I love that. Okay, so we'll definitely link all your pages and all of that. It's going to be. I'm so excited. I'm fascinated by it. Obviously, addiction is something I'm very aware of, and that has been one that I've just always kind of been aware of. Like I said, I had a lot of friends even in high school, where we would go to lunch together and they would go to the bathroom and we knew they were throwing up. It just
so hard.
It's such an early age. I feel like I learned about it and was aware of it that I've just been like, okay, I have to make sure that I am really putting in the effort and the work of teaching my daughter and my kids and, all of that, just how important it is. But
you're doing great.
Okay. So if there was one thing that you could leave with us, advice wise, maybe something that you tell all of your clients, or I don't know, maybe even just like your own mantra, what would that be?
Ooh, wow. I'm like, there's like 4 different things that came to my mind.
Tell us all.
But probably, I'm like, if I had to leave with one message, it'd probably be about your body. Just that your body is perfect just as it is. I think I said that earlier. Yeah. Your body is perfect right now, just as it is. And to add to that, like, what could you do rather than change it? How can you honor it, respect it, and build a stronger relationship with your body?
Okay. No, I love that. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Because the thing is like, sometimes we're not always going to be able to change our bodies,
Yeah.
And as long as we're feeling good in our own body. And I think that that's even for me at this point in my life where, like I said, I'm 41 and though I have had some help losing weight, obviously, but like my movement, I mean, I work out 6 days a week, and then sometimes I go on a walk on Sunday mornings because I'm like, I just want to move on that one day, and it's not even that I feel like I have to give my body a rest because I'm not doing like a hardcore workout every day, but I am more confident in my body now than I think I have ever been.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm like,
that's so beautiful. Yeah.
This is amazing. Like I love what I look like. I don't know. I just every day I'm so grateful. Like you said, you thank God every day.
Yeah.
For like how you got to where you did, right? And it's like I thank God every day for the body that moves me. That I get to do these things. And, we always take our health for granted until we don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
And I am terrified now to not have that. I'm terrified of not being able to walk at some point. In fact, I always joke, like, my goal is to be able to sit like on the floor, like crisscross applesauce until I die.
Oh, I love that.
And be able to like
That's
get
great.
up, you know, because so many times our grandmas and like they didn't get on the floor and play with their grandkids, or if they did, now they can't, or you know what I mean? And so I just want to be active enough, strong enough, all these things to continue to be able to do that kind of stuff, you know.
That's so beautiful. So how like that has changed throughout your life. Yeah. It's so cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I love it. It's something different being in your 40s.
Yeah, so. I know. I know.
It's a wild ride. It's like the wild, wild west, really. Anyway, so thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I love what you're doing. I'm so excited that you even launched the PCOS thing. I think that's going to help so many women. 1 in 10 is wild.
I know.
That's absolutely
And
wild.
I didn't know it was that high. It was just, it felt like everyone I knew, my sister, half of my clients, a lot of my friends. So I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah. Where's this coming from?
So there's a need.
Okay.
Anyways.
So great. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you again. Thanks for coming to Time to Process, and we'll see you guys next week.